All right, friends, welcome to the Capable Life membership. This video is designed to help you navigate the website, all the different elements, where to find them, and then it's also some tips on how to get the most out of your Capable Life experience. So we're here at the home page. This should be the page that you see when you log on. If this isn't the page you see, you can simply click the home button to take you here, or the other way to get here, of course, is also clicking on the logo. So wherever you are in the website, if you want to get back here, home or the logo gets you here. All right, so you can see obviously it welcomes you by name. I've created a fake account named Beta Steve because obviously I'm an administrator on the site. So I wanted to create an account so Beta Steve can see what you see. So you can see he still needs to complete his profile. We'll get to that. But really, the heart and soul of the Capable Life experience is right here down in the dashboard. We have 4 elements: the video library, the discussion forum, the master classes, and the upcoming Zoom. We're going to cover these each one at a time. We're also going to show you how the menu up the top relates to these when it does. And just to let you know now, we're going to spend the most amount of our time on the video library. This is where we'll start. And then we'll go quite a bit quicker through the other 3, because really it's the video library and the tools that we teach that are the building block of all these other experiences. So your homepage, what's nice about it is you can get to places through these links, and some of them up here too, or you can just go right down where you can see a lot of convenient information for you, like latest discussions, members, where you're at in your video modules. All right, let's begin with the video library. So we'll click the video library. It takes us to a new page. And you can see that we have 2 types of videos. We have modules, and then if you scroll down, we have miscellaneous. Now, it doesn't really matter the difference, but basically miscellaneous videos are unrelated to each other. You don't have to watch them sequentially. And you'll always see on a miscellaneous, there'll be the little tag on the graphic that it's miscellaneous. Whereas modules, you can see the tag here that says module. These are sequential lessons that all relate to a theme. So, for example, the life-giving list, the 4 lessons here are all about the life-giving list, right? Now, in the modules, everybody is going to begin with the foundations module. It doesn't matter what you're interested in. Maybe you're really keen to get in on the universal sources. We all start on the foundations module because that's really the heart and soul of how it all begins. So you can see there's 10 lessons there. Beta Steve's already completed that, so you can go ahead and do that on your own time. But once you've completed foundations, you can do any module that you're interested in any order. We will actually recommend an order for you, but really you can just click around on what grabs your fancy. Now you'll see that each month we're adding a new module. So anxiety in groups, we've not loaded in yet. That's coming in February. That's why it says 0 lessons. So you can't do anything there. In March, we have dynamics of criticism. And then down here, we'll do April, May, June. Every month that you're a member, we create a new module for you to watch. The other thing to know about the modules is every Monday morning, you'll wake up to an email. And one of the things in the email is the module of the month and the video of the week. You might be a binge watcher. You might really enjoy just tackling a module in an evening. You might like to drip out your content a little bit at a time and just watch 1 lesson a week. Regardless, we'll email you every week and we'll say, okay, right now we're all going to be watching Life-Giving List video 2 this week. That's what we're going to be talking about in the forum. That's going to be our discussion. Each video is only about 10 minutes long. So even if you've watched it, you can watch it again. No problem. All right. So let's just take a look at a module, and there's 2 ways you can do it. You can just click it from here, or conveniently for you when you're home, you can just pick up right where you left off with continue my course. You can see it's 75% complete, and here it is, 75% complete. I've done the pre-assessment. I've watched the life-giving list video. I've watched the video displacing anxiety with life-giving habits. Now I'm in the life-giving list post-assessment. So if we click around here, you'll see that some of the lessons are videos, like this one here. Just click. So it's 11 minutes. and then some of them are surveys. So let's get to this post-assessment here. We're doing two things with these surveys. Quite a few of the modules are going to have surveys attached to them, sometimes at the beginning, sometimes at the end, sometimes both. The first thing this survey is designed to do is to really help you integrate your kind of learning. And so these are simple questions that we ask where you can fill out things here if you want. And then when you submit, it goes to just a couple of us. It's confidential. We don't track who submits what information. So the second thing we do is we're using the information you're sending to help us really learn, okay, what does our community need? Where can we offer more resources? Where can our coaches help? And so on. So these surveys are really essential to your learning, but they're also essential to us learning from our community so we can create great experiences for you. The beauty of these modules is that even though you've completed them, they're always going to be available to you. You can go back and watch anything you like. So here we are. If I want to go back into Foundations, I'm like, oh, I really appreciated that video about the 4 types of anxiety. I'm going to watch that again. And so you can go in, no problem. Even though you've completed it, it'll let you watch it again for as long as you remember. Okay, at this point, I'm going to show us the search function because this is really where the videos become really powerful. We're hosting these videos on a new technology that allows you to search every word in every video. And so this is the video keyword search. So it might be that maybe you did a lesson on triangulation and you're interested in other tools that we have on triangulation. What the search will do is it'll search every single word of every single video, and anytime triangulation is mentioned, it shows you the video it's mentioned in and the timestamp. So obviously the triangulation video is going to be most of it, but you see at the bottom here, the case study also mentions triangulation. So the beauty of this search function is you can actually do your own journey. Maybe you want to study something about chronic anxiety. You type it in, and you see there's 118 results as expected. Chronic anxiety is mentioned a lot on Capable Life, but now you see that it's actually a smart search. It doesn't just dump every time it's mentioned in this video. It actually shows you the different videos that you can go in and watch chronic anxiety. It's really a neat feature. And if you want, you can click the video and start at the beginning, or you can click this timestamp, and I believe it should take you right to, takes you right to the moment where I mentioned chronic anxiety. So that's a great feature, I think. Okay, so that's basically the videos in a nutshell. The modules we'll be adding every month. The miscellaneous we'll be adding as well. And then anytime we add a video, we'll just ping you with a little email to let you know there's a new module or a new video to watch. Okay, the second feature is the discussion forums. You click on that, and as of this video, we currently have 3 discussion forums. We invite everybody, please just take a moment and introduce yourself, and then while you're in there, reply to some other folks and welcome them as well. And then as we said, every week we'll be focusing on one video lesson. Every month we'll be focusing on one module. And so there'll always be a discussion of the week that you can participate in. Let's look at questions and case studies. This is really where we're trying to be as helpful as we can. If you want something clarified, maybe you have a case where you're stuck. You can see there's a couple of sticky instructions on how to submit. So let's say you have a case. Let's say you're like, man, I've got this situation and I don't know what to do. I'd like some help. You just click New Discussion. You type in the subject line case, and then let's call it We Need to Talk. Pretty much every leader I know, if they get a message saying we need to talk, it makes you anxious. And then you would just, give us some context in here in the case. I won't post, but what you can do is you check notify me of replies via email, then post. And the discussion forum is actually monitored by our coaches. So what will happen is you post your case in there, and it might be that one of our coaches posts a reply to help you. I'll just have this meet our coaches here right now. As you scroll down this page, you can see all our different coaches. There's Renee, Jimmy, Lisa, Brendan, Tom. Later in 2021, we'll be adding more coaches. So it might be that one of the coaches replies to that in the forum. It might be that we feature it in a podcast episode that we have. And it might be that we actually film a video and address your case study in the miscellaneous here. So as you can see right now, we actually have a case study on We Need to Meet. So this is a situation where we have an actual case and we're showing how we used all the tools to really get going and to work on our anxiety in that case. And you can watch that video just like the modules. So the forum is really a great place for you to be able to integrate your learning, and it's really designed for you to connect with our coaches. It's also designed for you to connect with other members. And so I highly encourage you to get into the habit of getting in the forums and discussing with people. You can see right now, even though this is December and we're in the beta phase, you can see there's already quite a bit of discussion going on in the forums. And so we'll go back to the dashboard here. And you can see that you don't have to click on forums or discussion. A lot of it is actually ready for you down here on your dashboard. Now, that brings us to members. Let's look at members. As of our beta phase, we currently have 36 members. We'll probably have quite a bit more by about mid-January. The beauty here is the little green dot shows you who's online right now. So fake Beta Steve is online. This is obviously the real me as an administrator. Now, as you're getting to know people in the monthly Zooms, as you're getting to know people on the forums, you can send them a connection request. It's very much like Facebook. So send them a connection request, and if they are comfortable connecting with you, now you can email each other through the forum privately and set up meetings and so on. This is just a great way to get to know members, and then up here to really work your connections. So as you can see, Beta Steve has a notification. We click on that, and it says Steve Cuss, that's the real me, has sent you an invitation to connect. Do I want to connect with Steve Cuss? Yes, I do. So I click accept. Now I have the ability to email the real Steve Cuss directly. And of course, I'm connected to my wife, Lisa, here. And so now it's actually opened up the message button, not just the connection button. So we're trying to honor your privacy, guys. So we're not giving permission for anyone to connect with anybody. We assume that the membership's going to get quite large. So what you'll see as I go back to all members is most of the people on here, Beta Steve is not able to directly message because he's not connected with them. So Sarah here, he's not asked Sarah's connection. So we're protecting you from being able to just email each other. But Steve Cuss and, of course, Lisa have accepted my request, and so the message button pops up. It's really a neat function in here. Okay, that's the membership. The next thing we're going to cover is the Zooms. Every month, we offer a 75-minute Zoom that's hosted by one of our certified coaches for you and your peers. And when you get on the Zoom, you will have a chance to hear from the coach on the module we're going through. You'll have time in virtual rooms to discuss with other peers, and then there'll be opportunities for Q&A as well. But these Zooms, you have to register for them. You can't just show up. So right now, we're offering 2 Zooms a month. They're always at the end of the month in the AM and the PM. Capable Life, I think we cover like 11 time zones in 7 different countries. So we have a morning meeting and an afternoon meeting to try to accommodate everyone's time zone. Choose the one you want, let's say the AM meeting. And then the neat thing here is it's a Zoom meeting. You can actually register for as many of these as you want in one registration. And tell us who you are, click register, and as we like to say in Australia, Bob's your uncle. You're all set. So then when it's time for the Zoom, it will be hosted in this Zoom meeting. So again, from the home page, all you have to do is go to Zoom when it's time to Zoom. Pop it on your calendar. And then what happens when it's time to Zoom is this countdown timer turns into a button where you can join the Zoom meeting. Now, as we grow in our membership, we will offer more Zooms. We're going to try to keep our Zooms from being too big so that you can really have quality interaction. So the more members we get, the more Zooms we'll offer, and each Zoom opportunity will just be down here. Okay, just two more things and then we're done. So we have the video library, we have the discussion forum, we have the Zoom, and then, of course, the last thing here, the resources, the masterclass. Now, every other month, we do a masterclass. If the video library just is 10 or 15-minute bite-sized tools, then the masterclass takes one concept and goes really deep over 60 to 75 minutes. As I was dealing with a lot of leaders in 2020, I discovered that one of the biggest issues we're facing and the biggest sources of anxiety is criticism. Not just the critics outside of us, but also the inner critic and the giants on our shoulders. So at the end of January, we're offering a masterclass, Rising Above Criticism. Then the next masterclass will be in March, and so on, every other month. These masterclasses are free to members. Now, here's what's neat about these guys. You can invite your friends to these masterclasses. If you know someone that this would really benefit, they can sign up as well. You can just share this link with them. And just like the Zoom meetings, you register, and they can join as well. But the difference is for our members, you get access to the archive of the masterclass for as long as you're a member, but your friends don't. If they're not a member, they would actually have to pay to buy access to the masterclass after the fact. So live, it's free, and then right away afterwards, if they want to see it again, they have to buy it or become a member. But you get it all the time. So for those of you who can't make it on the 30th, for example, but you're really interested in this masterclass, no problem. It's going to be available on demand as a video for you later on. So that's Capable Life in a nutshell. We have one more feature we'll show you, and then we're done. But really, it's really designed for you to interact. It's really designed for you to connect with others. And so I encourage you to get in the discussion, join the Zooms, make the most out of your experience. That's really how you're going to experience the most transformation. All right, just as we wrap up, the last thing is completing your profile. So you can see right now that the site kind of passive-aggressively lets you know that you're not done with your profile. So I still have to do a profile picture and a cover. So I'm going to do that now. And this is something that maybe you could do when you first begin. I just didn't want to start on this because it's not as fun, and I like the fun. All right, so profile picture, you probably know how to do this. It's like every other social media situation. So here, we'll try this Head and Shoulders guy. Just upload that. There it is, yep, with the crop. You know what? Let's just do the nose. There it is. And then you can also upload a cover photo, which is just kind of the background for your wall. Uh-oh, he disappeared. Cover photo. We'll do something weird, like Steve standing near a wall. Oh, it's too big. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm doing this live on video. It's one of the challenges. All right, let me just find a desktop picture here. Here, we'll do our favorite meerkat, see if that helps. The anxiety in groups background picture. Okay, very good. And then the final feature of your profile that's really important is the vocational details. So this is what we're going to end on. Please let us know what you do for a living, because as our membership grows, we will be taking the different vocations and we're actually going to create unique groups just for you and your vocation. So pastors, medical community, business community, counselors, worship leaders, and so on. Let us know who you are and what you do with your time. If you're primarily a stay-at-home parent, let us know. That's great. We are opening a parenting channel later in 2021 as well. But this is really helpful for us as we try to customize an experience for you. Okay, so that's the profile. And then as you see, if I click home, I've now been a good boy, and it's no longer nudging me to complete it. It's gone away, and you just see a giant photo of my face. It's very disturbing, very disturbing. All right, guys, so that's Capable Life. We're really thrilled that you're with us. If there's a way we can help you, or if there's a feature you want to see, let us know, and we'll do our best to accommodate you. We look forward to seeing you on the forums and seeing you in the Zoom.